Hello, hello. Okay. I think that's live. Let me check. Hey, Andrew, can you hear me? Let me know what the quality of the audio is like right now. I'm just really just playing a lot with the settings as well as let me know about the latency. I'll start moving. Let's see here. Let me get my... All right, get settled here. This is my first time streaming in a long time, though I've upgraded a little with this new pocket cam thing, so it's pretty neat. And then what main thing here today is, yeah, this is all preparation for next week. I'm going to be doing a Q&A for RBC Gran Fondo, but also a super long ride. So it should be fun times, but let me get my shoes on. I didn't even get anything ready yet. And then let's see how it looks as I'm rolling along. But please drop some topics for me to talk about, or else I'm just going to be like randomly spinning this whole time. 1 second. And then I'm gonna find the best way to communicate with the chat. I can see all your texts, but I wonder, there's definitely an easier app or something I can use too. Okay. All right. Andrew, you mean only get more users on the audio and video, or only me? Yeah, we can. What do you mean by more people? Like through a call, or what do you mean exactly? But I think there's definitely solutions. Nope, don't want to use that. Let me see. And then maybe the phone is easier to look at. Let me see what this app looks like. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, I think we could probably figure something out, Andrew. If you really want to be on screen, we could be, maybe we can, there's got to be a plugin or something, like to set it up with Discord or Zoom. I can look into that over the next little bit. It might require a bit more effort from you guys, but I think we can probably, I don't know if we have something directly on YouTube, but there's a lot of like streaming plugins that will definitely have those type of features. So it just needs to be like a feature that could, yeah. Okay. Okay. I think the only thing I'll have to think about, Andrew, is how to manage the giveaway. I think it might be if we can lean on Ollie to do it, maybe, because if both of us have our hands on our bikes, then it might get awkward. But we could try. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I'll look into it. But yeah, Ali's there, or Spence. How are you doing? Who else is in here? If you're in here, please say hi. If this becomes more fun, I'll definitely try to do it more often, because I do think there is some fun element of streaming. Hello, Squiggles. Please leave any questions, thoughts, topics for me to talk about. This is all just my first trial run in a long time. So I'm just going to be dialing things in as we go along, trying to figure things out. Behind me is a bunch of Brompton bags that I put on the wall, and my weird big cabinet of bike stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to learn what's the best way to even manage this stream, but it should be okay. A lot of people do this setup. I'll try to avoid looking at the phone. I'm definitely not looking where I'm riding right now. I'm not even looking at Zwift. It's just letting it roll. But is the game smooth for people? That's the main thought I had. Is it laggy, or is everything smooth from audio to video for everybody so far? Let me know what you think. Unfortunately not. Does Zwift have a Brompton model? It has, let me show you what it has. I don't have the best bikes though. It has basically, and then you have to wait for your avatar to stop moving completely in order to change bikes. I don't think I have anything that's close to a Brompton. There's some fun bikes, but they've never made a folding bike for Zwift. I don't have any of the fun bikes. All of my bikes are too serious. Like, look at these. They're just like TCR, Athos, Crux, whatever. That's funny. Andrew, do you know of a fun bike on Zwift that would match like a folding bike? Oh, there's a hand cycle. That's sort of fun. They should make one though. They should make a Brompton. And then I'm probably gonna, right now I have my laptop set up here to the right. I'm probably gonna move it all so it faces the big screen across from me. I'll give you guys a behind the scenes. I think that will just update. It looks like that. I have a big screen in front of me. So hopefully for the actual day, it won't look like I'm always looking off to the side. and I can just look forward. But yeah. Hello, all 9 people in the chat. Welcome to a random AMA live stream, but mainly just a practice run. But I think if we come up with some good formats, this is something we could do more often through the winter, because I do think it's a very low lift for me, and it's sort of fun to just answer questions or talk while riding bikes. But no specific agenda today, just looking for your feedback and just for me to play around with things. And then also this angle of this camera, I need to sort of dial in. There's like this face tracking. So this camera is the one that like everybody uses. It's got some really cool features, and you can even use it as a webcam. So yeah, I think yeah, Andrew, we'll figure it out. I feel like the video part should be pretty easy to get a video of you. The audio might be a little bit harder, but I'm sure we can figure it out. But I'm hoping it shouldn't be too bad. To get more faces in here. So, but yeah, it's pretty exciting time. The channel is getting super ridiculously close to a goal I thought was never attainable. We're climbing very quickly close to 10,000 subscribers, so I'm really excited. I think when I first started all of this, I never would have imagined that. That wasn't even a goal of mine. And now, when we hit that number, I can call myself an actual YouTuber maybe, or I call myself a Seattle cyclist blogger. But yeah. I think I need to turn off the delay for chat. I think there's some delay here. And I think that's why my comments... Wait, hold on. I'm going to figure that out really quick. So our audience is small enough where I don't need a delay. Let me figure that out really quick. Should be just there. Let's see. What else? Chat. No. Okay. No, there's no delay or anything on right now. Nice. I wish I could somehow see the names of people in here. Maybe there is options for me. But yeah, still very early the Zwift in the year, but I'm here nonetheless. Did any of you see anything interesting in the maid video that I posted? Yeah, it was fun. I just wanted to make a really low-key vlog. There was a ton of bikes in that video, even though I didn't know like a lot of them. Did you guys see anything interesting? Whoa, nice, Andrew. Yeah, I wish I was riding outside. Yeah, it's a big time out. But my current thinking is that my redemption series will probably happen in October, but I want to ride around Vancouver Island. Yeah, do a bunch of rides there. I've never done it before. I think it'd be pretty interesting. Where are you guys going for your 250 kilometer ride? Looks like we're picking up some more people as well. We're at about 15 nice people on here. Please comment below, say hi. This is me just chilling around here. A bit of a test stream for next week, where if you're doing the RBC Grand Fondo, you should definitely come, because I'm going to be trying giving as much tips and questions as we can answer, as well as we're giving away like 2 Alta class passes, which is like at least, I forget how much it is. I think it's a $300 value thing. It's like VIP, a massage, bag transfer stuff. I get to cross the bridge first, a lot of just bonus things. And I don't know how many people are going to show up, so your chances might be pretty good. But I'm doing this because I'm still not cleared to ride outside yet. I'll probably be cleared. I'll be definitely cleared by 12 weeks, 3 months. But that's like that's like late October. But I'm hoping to ride probably at the 2-month mark. So it's coming up. It's been over a month since I had the surgery, and I'm relatively symptom free. No, haven't had much real pain since the beginning, but just giving it time for the bone to properly heal. and trying my best not to get another crash again. What's the Zwift setup? The Zwift setup is me on a Fuji road bike with a Kicker V6 and a Kicker Climb in the front. Maybe I could probably at least adjust this so you can see it. Sorry, I always have stuff around, but yeah, that's what it sort of looks like. So a pretty standard setup in a way. And then I'm using a Windows PC that's currently streaming this with OBS. And I do have a heart rate monitor, but I'm not wearing it right now. Just forgot. Vincent, do you use Zwift? I've gone from all the way from like the wheel-on trainers to this. I like this. It's not as fancy as some people set up with the rocker plates though. That's probably the next step, having a full moving setup. But yeah, next week might be pretty hard. There should be a 5-hour ride on Zwift. But I don't know. Yeah. I think there's definitely more good deals nowadays. There's like that jet black trainer that basically has like 90% of the features of this guy, but like for $500 is really, really popular. But there's a lot more promotions nowadays, I notice. And then the Zwift bike is sort of just an all-in-one package if you just want to use it primarily for Zwift. But there's a lot of ways to get into it nowadays, I think. Unfortunately, I've seen people use a Brompton with Zwift, but I haven't personally set it up. Okay, the next thing I'm gonna test here is I'm gonna try one of these fans, and you tell me if it's too loud or if you can even hear it. All right, I turned on one fan at like an acceptable level for me to probably go at just a basic talking pace. Can you guys hear it like really loudly, the fan? I presume you can, because I see some movement on my thing. I'll stop it as soon as I get confirmation. Oh nice, that's good that you can get. Yeah, the top end trainers are still quite expensive. They're almost like another bike, but Let's see. And I appreciate anyone in the stream that's just helping us with some of this. Okay, hello, just doing this test stream. Can someone confirm if they can really hear the fan, if it's really loud? Oh, okay, so you're hearing the chain more than anything, okay. That's a little bit harder for me to deal with. I think maybe I'll have to, that would be nice if I moved to like, that's okay. I'll make sure to lube my chain. I probably haven't done active maintenance on this test setup. Helen, good to see you. Yeah. Did any of you do RSVP this past weekend? No RSVP? Alan, I'm sure you're up to some other rides though, right? Oh, Golden Years and back? That's 250? I guess if you go loop all around the lower mainland. The Cascade people, or the RSVP event, went over Golden Years, but I heard they had to go on the westerly side, which was new. So that was interesting. Yeah, Alan, spontaneous rides are the best ones. Alright. And welcome everyone to the stream. Please leave in some topics or questions that I can just start riffing off on, but I'm just doing more or less a practice run for next week. So if you are enrolled, if you are planning to do RBC Grand Fondo, you definitely should tune in next week. And yeah. Andrew, are you going to be aiming for a particular time on the Forte this year? Or are you just going to go with whatever happens? Yeah, the Swift trainer, I actually would say Zwift is unironically one of the main reasons how I got so into cycling, or like how best side cycling came about in a sense. I think it, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, once it's true winter, for me it just created a habit of pedaling each day. And that was back in 2020 when I first tried it out, and then I've been sort of hooked ever since. Obviously, riding outside is the most fun, but I think there's something about just pedaling, just the act of pedaling itself, that is it's a lot of it for me. And Zwift is really focused on community, so just having other people to ride around and ride with also adds a lot to it, because I know in my mind that all these other people I see on this game are actually on their trainer as well, riding their bikes, at least most of them. Maybe there's some bots. Yeah, thanks, Alan. Yeah, I'm about week 5 since I've done the surgery. Yeah, right? Yeah, Jasper gave me a lot of hope for what a human body is capable of in terms of just a collarbone. And he had more stuff. He even broke his ribs, I think. But yeah, I've been feeling okay since pretty much right after surgery, but obviously don't want to push it and just give it time to heal. So, but I'm really excited to pedal outside. I've been pedaling inside already for a good little bit without much issue. Not that you don't really put too much pressure on your hands when you ride indoors either. So. Yeah, and also thanks, Alan, for following my journey for so long. I feel like you're one of my OG subscribers. Since when did I start this channel? February 2021, over 4 years ago. It's crazy how time flies that way. And still here riding a bike. That's what's most important. So I'll probably just keep rolling till, I don't know, till an hour mark. I think I've gotten most of the data points I need today. I think the basics of the stream works fine. I'll probably try to set up the advanced things, Andrew, afterwards to see if we can figure out the Zoom part of it, or how to get your video up as well, and audio possibly. But I think we have the main mechanics here. I might overlay your chat on the screen as well. Or I could try that now. Let me see. I think I had it set up earlier already. Let's see. Dun, dun, dun. Thanks. That's the most I can ask for, Alan. When people tell me that this has somehow helped them get on a bike or made their lives a little better amidst everything else, that's not much else I can ask for. Let's see, does that work at all? Does that display some chat? Yeah, that does display something. Whoops. I don't know if that's very eligible or not. Let's put it like this. No, you don't get to coast. Once I stop pedaling, your character goes to effectively has the brakes on. You can coast downhill though, so going downhill you can stop pedaling, but on flat and uphill it's basically more or less like real life. It's just, but maybe even a little bit more dramatic. So yeah, indoor workouts are very effective. You're basically pedaling the whole time. You don't get the natural coasting of an outdoor ride. Let me see. Yeah, let me know if that chat is readable. Is the chat overlay readable or too big? I might make it smaller, just a tiny bit. Okay. It's probably okay start for now. Not that there's too much more interesting things to look at right now. Maybe I could put a subscriber count up or something, I don't know. Go into what actual gaming streamers do. Pretty small. Yeah, I think I'm going to double back and adjust it to fit less lines. It's definitely too many lines. I agree. For the type of activity we're probably going to get in here. Let me see. I wonder if I can adjust that on the fly. I think I can. Let's see. All right. If I just save it, is it gonna update? Oh, maybe. All this technology stuff always fascinates me. Always like playing with the latest camera gear or the cycling gear. So this is sort of like no exception. Sort of the same. Let me see. I wonder if the URL probably didn't change, right? Let's see. Yeah, I think it's coming back now. I changed the settings on the original website, and it's repopulating. So I think the chat will come back, and it should come back bigger. Let's see. Is this? Yes, Alan, you do get to pick your avatar. And let me, yeah, I'll just show you. I mean, any questions you got about Zwift, bring them on. We're here to just hang out. Let me show you what you can do with your avatar in this game. So basically, you get your garage, and then this is where you can customize. And then here, you get all sorts of different faces. You get all sorts of different faces, body type, and then, yeah, body type, hair, facial hair. The interesting thing is, I think you can choose this body type, but then I think your height is actually used to determine the height of your avatar. But I'm definitely the slender model at a whopping 53, 54 kgs. And you can also choose all the little accessories you're wearing. So it's pretty fun. A little bit of personality to your character. And then as well as you can change the angle of which it looks like. So you can even look at yourself from the side, or which one of these are interesting. There's actually a lot of them. Chase. Let's just look from the, I don't know, which one's sort of entertaining. Let's do the helicopter one. Makes you feel like you're in Tour de France or something. You can try this for a little bit. My audio is cutting out. Let's see. Can you hear my audio now? Let me turn this off again. Is this still on? This is still on. Maybe it's because I was too hunched over or clicking too many buttons. Let me know if the audio is okay again. Old guy avatar. I'm sure there's ways. There's some hair color options and stuff. Let's see here. Let me go back to this. And then turn this off. Stream status. Okay, keeps cutting out. Let me see. I wonder if I can adjust something here. Interesting. 0 drop bit rates. I wonder if this has anything to do with it. Audio should be there. Okay. Let me see. I didn't change anything though. I didn't touch anything. I'm gonna hold it clearly like this. Does this change at all, Andrew, or is it still cutting out? I didn't touch anything since the beginning. And it doesn't tell me that my stream quality is bad, so that's also awkward. I wonder if I can just increase the bit rate, if that'll help. Let me try it. It doesn't matter where you put the live chat messages. The audio is working for you. You can hear me still? Yeah, that's interesting. Let me change this back to a funner view. Let's go back to the third person. And see. Okay. Alright, you just let me know if it keeps happening or if you can try reloading it if it's working for Alan. I'm gonna send this stream also to my wife and see what she can think. What she can see. Nice. But I don't know. I mean, the idea of streaming is also very interesting to me in terms of I don't know if you've seen. This would be much harder to execute, but like Terry B does like these in person in real life streams, but they require like a lot more gear, like because you need like a very relatively stable connection outdoors. But that idea of streaming your outdoor ride also is very intriguing. But I think it works a lot better in a place like New York, because I feel no matter where you're riding in New York, something like very screen catching is happening. Versus riding in Seattle, it's not nearly as crazy. There isn't a screen-worthy moment every intersection. So, but still, might be a fun thing to look at eventually. But this is mainly because I'm still not cleared to ride outside. So this is sort of my indoor era right now, really early in the season. But hope that if there's anyone else here in the stream, please say hi in the chat. just hanging out here today. Probably for another good little while. Probably for another 15 minutes or so. Just testing things out. Okay. Alan, have you ridden? Have you seen any of the progress at Renton with the? I think you've talked to multiple times about like the airport way bike lanes. I think they're getting progress on that, as well as the bike lanes on 7th are really new as well. They've actually added some new things. I need to get out there. And then I'm gonna try one thing here that might help with the chain noises. I wonder if I do this. Let me see. So I'm making my volume quieter in general. Let's see, actually maybe I should put it here. Testing. All right. I'm gonna ride for a bit. Tell me if this helped at all with the chain noises. If this sounds a little bit like quieter. And if my audio is still working, that would be good to know too. All right. And then yeah, chain. Yeah. Do you think this is that was probably the expected effect? Both of them just went down. Do you think this is easier to listen to, or just about the same? I guess it's about the same. People can adjust the volume on their, on their phones. I guess the thing I probably have to do is just to lube up my chain, which I will do after this, and hope that helps a little bit. I also got virtual shifting on here, so I can done. Okay. Yeah. And then as well, I'm always looking for people's commutes to, if you guys have like a GoPro, that's really all you need, like a GoPro and maybe a bike computer. And I'm looking for more footage to use. So I went real quiet for you? Okay. Yeah, Alan, you might have to turn me back up. I'm gonna just raise it back up a little bit more to where it was. Let's try around here. Yeah, I see. Let me just put it back to here then. I don't know, I'm using the indicators here at the top of the green is okay? I don't know. Let me see. We'll find the right volume. Yeah, Scott, I want to show your commute because I want to show the commutes of places I don't go because I'm obviously all in the I-90 corridor and in Bellevue, the east side. But like north to west Seattle and Shoreline is like super far from me, or West Seattle. So I need a lot more examples from there. So if you ever, Scott, do you have an action camera? I should get you a camera and you can start sharing some of your rides with the community. Yeah, I mean, nowadays there's many. Yeah, let me. I don't know if there's. Yeah, I think my only solution to the chain. Let me just get my audio back to a normal level, probably around here. That would be a pretty cool feature, Scott. A camera that takes the photo and shares it at the same time. I mean, yeah, that's interesting. I guess there could be an app replacement for that, but yeah, in terms of an actual camera. But yeah, I was saying that like action cameras today are like so good. There's so many different ones to pick from, and they all work pretty well. So probably anything like GoPro 10 or above, honestly. It's really not bad at all. GoPros are just like smartphones. They release one every September. So I'm a sucker and I keep buying the new ones relatively, but they come with like just a lot of like what's the word? Sort of convenient things. Eric Schiller says that's dangerous. That's also probably a very true statement. Anything that's convenient is dangerous. I'd say that in life in general. So I guess technology is just dangerous in that sense. But hello, Eric. Hello, Scott. We're just here doing a more or less just a test stream for next week. I mean, if there's interesting topics or challenges I want to do, I might come on here more often. But if you're doing the RBC Grand Fondo, you guys definitely want to tune in next week because we're doing a big giveaway. How bad is the angle from a camera mounted on bars? It's not too bad. I'd say, ironically, the vibration issue is more filming from the bars than it is to a person. So you sort of need a better camera or like good lighting to compensate. The angle itself, it's not that much of a stickler, but I'd say chest cam is the easiest for people to use just because it's the most stable and it's a nice POV. Helmet is probably the second best. And then third is, yeah, from the handlebars, I guess, or underneath the stem. The bike computer. But, yeah, that's my thoughts at least. There are a lot of interesting ways to mount a action camera nowadays, though. Like especially with the 360 cameras, a lot of people just have them like sticking out from the front, and that works pretty well. But yeah, traditional like action camera, the handlebar, strictly on the handlebar is a little awkward. Hey Eric. Thanks for all the comments on the recent videos. I really appreciate just getting to see your thoughts and just everyone that participates in the channel. I feel like I get to slowly know you without any more details than just like an avatar and a YouTube name. Yeah, if I really do, if my doctor clears me for riding outside, Alan, at about the 7-week mark, I probably will be not riding a road bike at all. Only flat pedals. Probably I would use the Wombi because that is the most upright position bike I have. Or my yellow Brompton is also super upright. So both of them would take a lot of pressure off my shoulders. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Squiggles. Yeah, I'll hopefully mitigate the chain noise next week with lubricating it. But I think this is where I'll be. The only main thing is that I hope to move some of the stuff on the TV, so at least I can be looking directly at the camera or in the direction of the camera and not just to the side here where my laptop is being set up for now. Keep it under 350 watts. Yeah, That's your territory, Scott. You're a big, strong guy. I'm a small climber. I think my FTP has always sat around for these past couple of years, right around 200, probably peaking like 215, which for me is still like 4 watts per kilo. But yeah, we'll see how much I can push it this year. Yes, that is true. I have too many bikes. I've been wanting to make a video. I've been wanting to make a video featuring all my bikes. And yeah, I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, at least 8 or 9 bikes to feature. So yeah, I need to make that video because I feel all my bikes are sort of different. No, Scott, you've gotten so much stronger over the past while that you've been following this channel. I remember you were just doing like short rides and now you're just riding around the lake whenever you want. What time is it about here? Yeah, we'll just go till for another little while till questions set are stopped. But oh, you use training peaks? Yeah, so the interesting thing with the Wombi too is, or I guess I should say with this fall, I might have some opportunities to test ride some other e-bikes as well. Like I went to Made and they were showing me their All Day, which is their e-bike for folding bike. And yeah, I hope that I get to try that out. As well as Priority Bikes, the belt drive company, might be letting me try one of their e-bikes, which is in the other direction of the Wombi. It's a class 3, but it's a super heavy e-bike. Hey Ragul, good to see you. Sorry, I didn't mean to just drop numbers to have people compare. But yeah, I guess that'll give you all like a very good sense of who I am and how I do the rides I do. Yeah, but a lot of my friends are just all so much faster than me. So that's why I might talk that way. I'm usually the one just barely holding on to the wheel as a small guy. So, but I mean, that's the fun of it though. I really love cycling because I think it creates like a space for anybody. Like, I couldn't imagine finding a sport that I could fully enjoy in different ways. So, yep. Yeah, Scott, I'm gonna do a feature on Jeremy. Jeremy is a very active member of our Best Side Cycling community, and he's probably one of the strongest members. And he did a 370-mile ride by himself, averaging 17 miles per hour, which was a 21-mile ride for him. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, cycling was also the very first athletic venture for me, I would say. Actually, no, that's a lie. I've done table tennis before, but I didn't get into table tennis as much as I did cycling. Table tennis was more of a sort of team, take lessons and then play on the high school team sort of thing. It was never I feel this has gone much beyond that in terms of time spent and investment. But yeah, main thing I'm looking for here today is just any feedback on the stream. If there's anything seriously wrong or the quality or the audio or the video is really bad, just please let me know. And then we'll just go on until my ride time hits an hour, so about another 13 minutes or so. All seems pretty good right now. Actually, when you're streaming, time flies by pretty quickly. Okay. That's good to hear about the chain noise. That is a bit nerve-wracking. I also wonder if this mic, some people do some interesting things with their mic setups. Like some people wear a hat and they put it on the hat up here, or like different things like that. Sorry, I won't try to move it so much, but this spot's not bad. Oh, Alan, I'm so glad to hear that. You picked... Okay, make the chat screen background transparent. Good idea. Yeah, the only thing that might be awkward about that is that there's some stuff behind it, but I can play with that really quick too. Let me see. It's pretty, that one is an easy one to change. But I am a super duper new streamer, so I have no idea really what's going on. So you guys have to give me some grace with this stuff. But other than that, this has been, the last time I did a stream, Scott, I think you were there too, but it was like years ago, and I was just climbing up a hill. So now the audience, there's a bigger audience, but I'm not climbing a hill today. Let me see here. Does this change? Oh no, that's the whole thing. I only want the background to be, I wonder if there's, oh, I see there's like a dark chat, white chat. I see. Let me, okay. All right, I'll have to play with that more later to get it just right, the transparency. Do you guys watch any other streams? Or like, I find it so funny that like cycling can have streaming online. It's like, it is totally just a video game, but never imagined I would be the one doing it. Okay, I'll always take note of that. Let's keep riding for a bit more. And then while I'm here, I should definitely plug one of these bottles if people get more interested in it. These Bevo bottles. I got branded ones because Clever Cycles is helping me out, but Bevo bottles are slowly becoming one of my favorite bottles to use. Yeah, I was just talking about that earlier, like real live streaming is very different because I feel you need way more equipment. Like you would need like a very good reception and multiple sort of, I think like video sort of transmitters or transcoders, whatever they're called, encoders to make it work well. Yeah, so I don't know, Andrew, have you seen my Bevo bottle? Let me show you on screen. I still have a lot more to sell and give away. I will be giving these away at bike rides. This one is the Trio, and I'm gonna say, like, no lie, this is like one of the only bottles that actually insulates your water. Like, I've tried the Camelbacks, the Polar bottles, but like an actual steel like bottle is, I feel like, the only good way to really properly insulate it. Like, I one time put ice in here on a hot day, and there's still ice by the end, and I think that's amazing. The only downside is weight, but yeah. All right, thanks Alan for tuning in. But I'm a big fan now. I basically use a Bevo bottle whenever I'm not on my ethos. And let's see. But yeah, I'll be giving out one. I'll try to give some away in time for the 10K sub ride So 10,000 subscribers. We're getting super close, super fast. The number keeps growing. We're only at 78 left to go. So if you have any friends that you think I have a video that's interested in, go for it. That's interesting. Yeah, I think I go between the two polar opposites, Andrew. It's either I use the Vivo bottle or I use the Elite Fly bottles. So basically, I have maximum insulation or I have absolutely nothing. Because those Elite Fly bottles, they heat up instantly. So it's not really worth putting ice in them. But they're light. So that's pretty much the only reason. But yeah, if I can find, I don't know, maybe I can find more reasons to come on stream. I definitely would. Like, I don't know what you guys would be interested in me streaming though. Like, I feel like me Zwifting is interesting-ish, I guess. At least you get to see like a moving character. But maybe there's better stuff to stream, like going over different things about Seattle biking or something. Like something definitely very related to that. So interesting. Yeah, the flow rate of the Bevo can't be beat. Yeah. Eric, are you based near Seattle as well or somewhere else? I don't think a lot of the people I end up getting a good sense, but I don't know if you're in the Pacific Northwest too. Bum, bum, bum. Let's see here. Oh, okay. I need to pay better attention. Yeah, there's so many people on Strava that I can recognize their Strava picture, but sometimes I don't recognize them in person. Or the opposite, I just hear a name and then I'm like, oh yeah, I've seen your activities before. Strava's definitely in the main social media nowadays. Ah. And as well as don't use your phone and bike outside, everybody. That's definitely something not to do. But inside, maybe it's okay. Oh, sorry to hear that you haven't been riding much lately. Has it just been busy? Also, now that my neurons are firing again, Eric, I did see Chris Wall from Mischief at the MAID conference, so that was cool too. The custom titanium bikes, though we never got to connect much the first time around, so hopefully next time. Home renovations. I mean, if you're doing home renovations, that's a good thing. I mean, that's a full body workout and things to worry about, and it's a good thing. Looking forward to Best Side Summits. That's right. So Best Side Summits, if you're around, anybody should definitely come out. It's honestly just a community event. Yes, it's centered around steep hills, but I'm not gonna be riding this year because of my recovery. So if you just want to hang out with me, there'll be coffee, there'll be snacks. Please do. Details are on my website, bestsidecycling.com/bestsidesummits. And then Eric, yeah, I think so. I mean, it's honestly a lot of it just happens to be like schedules and vibe based, but people responded amazingly well to the tour at the RE Cycle Shop. So I have a few leads with other local Seattle shops and businesses just to do a low-key type of introduction. Because, I mean, yeah, bike shops are the essential parts of our bike infrastructure. So even if you're just a high-end, low-end, in between, I feel everyone's on the same team. So I'm always open to that. But all right, a few more minutes here. Okay. All right, drop some of your final questions here because I'm gonna hop out at 1 hour, but definitely make sure to come next week for the stream, especially if you're doing the Grand Fondo, because we're giving away 2 VIP passes basically, or upgrades, and I honestly don't know how many people are gonna show up in the stream, so I'd be shocked if there was more than, I don't know, 20, 30 people for the raffle. So those are pretty good odds. And it's like 2 of them we're giving away, and each of them are like $300, $400 USD of value, or $300 USD of value. So it's if you know anyone that's riding the RBC Grand Fondo, just tell them to come to the stream. And I'm doing this mainly because I can't ride it outside. It's still way too tight to my recovery. So I'm making the most of it and just having fun with it. I always like to give back to you guys. That's sort of my favorite part about doing Best Side Cycling, is just being able to like give back to the community in some way or form. Makes me feel good inside. I don't know. What's the steepest street in Seattle that's not wrong way? And from a very mysterious commenter, I think you've hit them all, Seahawk425. So you don't need me to answer that. But yeah, Roy Street's a good one. Garfield was good too. There's very many. Like there's so many to name, but I think Dravis was probably the next on the list actually. Dravis is pretty painful. So Roy is too short. Nice. Thanks. Yeah, Squiggles. There's routes that I mean, I know about reporting the latest bike infrastructure. And the reason why those videos happen is because I feel I know what to do. And the ideation part of a channel is probably some of the hardest parts to it. But yeah, I think I want to do more just POV riding. For example, I knew it was a good idea, but one of my best videos was just me riding around the whole Lake Washington Loop and just talking about it. I feel I want to do more of that. Like there's a lot of Seattle cycling routes that I haven't just like featured, like just in a very simple way as a recommendation of how people to ride. And I think I sort of want to make a starter pack of videos for different videos. What's the timeline for what? Yeah. Yeah, I've heard that comment a lot. I think the number one reason why people don't ride their bikes is because they don't feel like they have a safe route to ride. So I feel what I'm doing is just telling people where they can ride, or at least to their comfort level. But yeah, to Seattle's credit, I don't think my channel would have gotten nearly as interesting to me or big if there wasn't so much happening in King County. My bionic super arm, yeah, I think for sure being cleared to ride outside is like the full healing process is basically 8 to 12 weeks. So depending on where in the spectrum you lie can depend a little bit. But yeah, since I did the surgery, it's pretty much well in place. So I've been sort of chilling in relatively low discomfort in like moving it and stuff, but pressure on it's still not very fun. But yeah, it's been a very pain-free process. Just gotta wait it out till my surgery clears me for riding outside, because the fall risk is the biggest thing right now. But yeah, okay. I think this is where I'm gonna call this stream. It was very random, but it seemed like a lot of the audio and video was working pretty well, so I'm excited for that. I'll tune up some of the elements on the screen, but hope to see you guys next week. And then, yeah, definitely come to Best Side Summits. Once I'm alive and well again, I'll go riding outside. I'm hosting the group ride with Redmond on the new RCC, the new trail, the new 4-mile trail. So that's a very car-free, easy place to do. And then after that, I think I'm going to be hosting a 10,000 subscriber ride, where hopefully we'll just get a bunch of us and roam around Seattle. So lots more to come. So yeah, I think that's a wrap. Thanks so much all for coming by.